careful, because if any power lines are down, you do not want to be driving over or near those. Stay away from those. Make sure you call 911. They will get crews dispatched to there to make sure that we don't have any problems there. So if you see those, definitely be careful. If they're in your yard, do not go near them. Again, stay indoors until this storm passes right now. Let's go back to our warning, or actually let's zoom out a little bit so we can see our warning here, because there's a lot of locations that are still included in this. Again, most of this area has already seen a lot of the wind, but it's moving to the south-south, or east-southeast, I should say, pretty quickly. Let's see what the National Weather Service is saying here. New warning coming for Phillips, Southwest Tunica, and Coahoma counties. That is in the southern part of our viewing area. We've also got a couple of...
See that big one, Mike?
Where?
That big one that was right there.
Yeah.
Going this way. What you
Storm reports here. 3 miles north of Bartlett in Shelby County. 60-mile-per-hour winds gusted there at a sensor. We've also got 60 to 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts and possible trees down. That's coming out of the town of Bartlett as well from a National Weather Service employee, so a pretty reliable source there. And then that same employee also noted a 70-mile-per-hour wind gust reported in Bartlett. That's why when we check those power outages, there are a lot of people without power. That is likely the reason. 60 to 70-mile-per-hour winds bringing down those power lines, and again, Bartlett right up in here, all moving that way. Here is that velocity scan. We'll stop that from looping here, and in a minute we'll kind of move right on through. But Arlington down toward 40 here, south of Bartlett, those winds are continuing to push this way. It's basically just a line of winds right in here that continues to move in this direction towards Moscow, Collierville, Fisherville. It's right on the brink there in Arlington, so be careful there. Haven't seen much in the way of major reports other than a lot of wind gusts coming out of the area and some power line. Right now, unconfirmed, but power lines down, irrigation pivots blown over. That is in Mark Tree, Arkansas, from when those storms moved through Arkansas. And let's see, a new warning. So they just issued the severe thunderstorm warning for the southern portion of our viewing area. So let's go back to radar here and we'll zoom down and show you what's going on down there. We'll take a look here. That is for 70-mile-per-hour winds, hail up to 1 inch, and that goes through 8 p.m. So again, this warning here expires at 7:30 in just about 20 minutes from now. But as the bulk of the winds are moving through, something we've got to watch. We'll zoom down here a little bit farther because we do have this warning now just issued. As you can see, the box still blinking there, brand new up on the screen here for basically all of Coahoma County, Phillips County here in Arkansas, and look at what's just off to the west. Tons of lightning. This is a big storm moving on through, and actually it looks like it's starting to bow out to the east, which means Marvel down to over towards the Mississippi River and heading into Clarksdale, West Helena. You're included in there as well. Likely going to be seeing some very, very strong wind gusts. So let's put this on our velocity scan. We're going to have to find the radar, and there it is. We'll zoom out just a little bit for you so we can put a timer on this thing, and we're going to need to move a little bit more because we've got to pick up the right radar, which is this one right here. So as this continues to move, obviously this direction to the east, likely going to see another warning issued to the south of that, but this is the edge of those winds up to about 70 miles per hour, and they're saying that it's moving to the east at about 60, I believe it's 60 miles per hour. Let's double check this and we'll put a timer on it for you guys. This goes again until 8 p.m. And it is moving southeast at 50 miles per hour. So this segment right here moving to the southeast at 50 miles per hour. Clarksdale, West Helena, that does include you. So let's reposition this so we can get a tracker on this. Hopefully we might have to zoom out a little bit just because we need a certain radar site to be able to track this. We've got to get the Little Rock radar site there. As you can see, some of those winds are moving in. They just kind of edited that severe thunderstorm warning there just off from our viewing area. But let's put a tracker on this for you. We're going to get this as close as possible right in here and moving to the southeast at about 50 miles per hour. Red Fork, 10 minutes from now. Gunnison, 36 minutes from now. That puts it just about 7:40 this evening. And then continuing to Clarksdale, about 53 minutes from now. That takes us to just about 8:05 or so, and then from there on we'll continue to track this. But again, gusts up to 70 miles per hour there, not only here but also up across Shelby County right now, where power continues to go out as this storm continues to move its way on through. So if we look at the overall picture of this, there is a few extremely large cells that are moving through. This is the one coming through Phillips and Lee County. Phillips, southern Lee County is going to get a little bit of lightning there, but into Coahoma County, those two, Phillips and Coahoma County, currently under a severe thunderstorm warning through 8 p.m. And then we've got this cell right here that is also looking at heavy winds causing power outages across Shelby County right now. That is continuing to the south, to the east-southeast, really at about 50 to 60 miles per hour. Now, the one thing I'll also note from here, if we switch this radar, is this right here. We had a cell here, we had another cell here. This one's moving this way, this one's moving to the southeast, southeast. But these cells right here are just developing. What that signifies is this is a complex of storms with a lot of very cool air to the north, and it's got to go somewhere. So it's pushing south. As it does, it's starting to create its own front. And as that happens, that is enough to pop up more storms out ahead of that and continue to potentially bring some hail and lightning there, and eventually maybe even some extreme gusty winds. So again, 2 severe thunderstorm warnings, one in Phillips and Coahoma counties in Arkansas and North Mississippi there. That's through 8 p.m. for hail up to an inch, frequent lightning, and the potential for up to 70 mile per hour wind gusts. And then we've got this very intense cell continuing to move through Shelby County towards Fayette County. That is severe warned as well, with gusts already noted.
Yeah, it's lights. They got power down here. That wind must didn't pick up until
So it went
that way.